Yo, yo, it's me, Angelo, and I'm with Seabass, and today we're gonna be talking about the conference finals. First, we got on the west side, we got Dallas and Golden State. I feel like Golden State is gonna come on top because they got like Jordan Poole, um, Clay, Steph, and Dallas. They got Luca carrying them all game. Jalen Brunson, putting up good points, and Spencer Dinwiddie. But I just feel like Golden State is obviously gonna win. What do you think, Seabass?
Yeah, I think Golden State's gonna come out on top. Dallas, they really only have Luca. I mean, Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. They did good in like Game 7 against the Suns, but that's about it. They didn't really do anything like special throughout the whole series except for that one game. I think Luca is really carrying them because as you can see, when Luca was out against Utah, they did kind of struggle a little bit, and that was against like the fifth seed. So against Golden State, it's gonna be really tough.
Uh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Golden State. I feel like they're gonna go to the finals. And on the East side, we got Miami and Boston. Miami took Game 1 yesterday. I feel like Miami's gonna win. Like they're not even like we're gonna sweep them. Like Boston does not have a chance. But Miami has a good team. They got Jimmy, Bam, Struss, Gabe Vincent, everybody. Everybody's good on that team. And then on Boston, we got Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Grant Williams that I'll mention because he's been doing pretty good. But I just feel like we're just gonna win because yesterday, third quarter, we literally destroyed them. They scored like what? Like under 10 points and we scored like 20 plus. They could not they were winning by halftime and then we come in the third quarter, we're just unstoppable.
Yeah, I feel like Miami at the end of the day has more depth. I also think that Boston didn't have Al Horford yesterday, right?
Yeah, no they didn't.
Or like Marcus Smart. Did they have
Or
Marcus
Marcus
Smart?
Smart.
Yeah, they didn't have any of them. They didn't have, so if they're gonna be out, I think Miami takes this in four. To be honest. Um, so also how they got here, um, Boston and Milwaukee, they had like a really well fought series, but Boston ended up winning. Giannis did kind of choke in Game 7. He did not do good at all. And then Miami got here because they beat Philly 4-2. They got those little advantages without Joel Embiid, and then they just finished the job at the end.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about now the conference semis. So on the west side, we got Phoenix and Dallas, which obviously went to a game 7. Phoenix lost by like 30 points, 40 points. I don't know. They were getting blown out. Luca went off. Like he went off. Spencer Dinwiddie went off. Jalen Brunson went off. Like that was just a super good game for the Dallas Suns. I cannot say the same. But man, I feel bad for Chris Paul because I really want him to get a ring, but not beating the Heat.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Paul's gonna ever win a ring. To be honest, I feel like Phoenix they did so good in the regular season, they had like 60 something wins, and then they come to the playoffs and they always choke, bro. Like except for last year, they always choke, and then like um Dallas just went crazy. They had a game where they just I felt like they wanted a little bit more than the Suns did at the end of the day, and then the other side, Golden State they won without a they beat Memphis with an injured John Morant, so I feel like that played a big factor on why Golden State won. I do feel like it could have gone to Game 7 if Ja was there. I think Golden State would have won. But, they were the favorites to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Game 7, if John Morant was there, like for sure, because John Morant averages 20 plus points per game. Like, bro, he cannot be stopped. And like, I know Stephen Curry and Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green are really good, but man, John Morant and the Memphis, they're good. They're good. The Memphis beat the Golden State without John Morant one game, but then like they can't just keep winning. Like. Well, on the east side we got Miami Philly. Miami won 4-2. Miami's too good. You know what I mean? Uh, they didn't have Joel Embiid for a couple games, but we still won. Joel Embiid came for like the last 2 games. He still came on top because James Harden is not it anymore, and Jimmy Butler is, and yeah.
Yeah, so I remember watching when we were up 2-0 and then Philly came back at their home and beat us twice. It got a little bit scary, not that scary. But then once we came back home, we just finished the job over there. I feel like I thought it was gonna be a I maybe thought it was gonna go to Game 7, but I guess that he had it in them to go out and beat Embiid. Also, by the way, Bam Adebayo is Jason Tatum's father so far here at the Game 1.
Yeah, no, for real. And remember that one block in the
In the
bubble?
bubble, yeah.
No, like that was the
Disgusting.
best block. Oh
It
my
really is
god, that
fire.
was nasty. Okay, well on the on the east side we also got Milwaukee and Boston, which went obviously to a game 7. Both teams are like super good. Both both teams have faced Miami in the conference finals. No, I'm lying. But
No, not in the conference. Not in conference.
Boston faced in the conference, and then Bucks faced in the first round, and we sweep them,
And they swept us.
and then they swept us. But we sweep them first,
We
so
did it first.
so yeah.
What makes you
And
think that?
now we're in the conference finals, and they lost. So guess who's better?
Heat.
The Heat. You already know.
You know how it is.
But obviously went to a game 7. You know, Boston played super good, and Milwaukee, but Boston just wanted it more, I guess. They came up on top, and now they're in the conference finals.
That guy Williams too. He went crazy.
Yeah, and Grant Williams, like I said, like I gotta mention him because he's just been that good this year.
Who do you think was like the most surprising team in the playoffs this year?
For me, I feel like Dallas coming to the conference finals. Like I know they're good with Luca and like Jalen Brunson and stuff, but like Phoenix Suns losing to Dallas, like come on.
No, yeah, you would have never thought. I think Dallas is by far the most surprising, and obviously, I think the most disappointing has to be Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, for sure. Brooklyn, everybody expected them to go to the finals or the conference finals, but they got swept in the first round.
Yeah, they were the preseason favorites to win, and then they come in the playoffs and they pull off that to Boston. I mean, I get that Boston's a really good team, but come on, you have KD and Kyrie on the same team.
And also, they literally got 7 seed in the regular season. Like, bro, like they're not even doing good in the regular season. Like, what's going on? Like, what's Brooklyn doing?
Yeah. They had to even go to the play-in tournament. Like I don't even know what like that's so stupid. Like they're just trash, bro. And
Yeah.
also I think Chicago disappointed a little bit too. They only won one game against Milwaukee, and they had a
Yeah.
really promising team.
I didn't really expect Chicago to do much. You know, I know DeMar was doing really good at the beginning of the year, but then the Bulls, I knew they weren't gonna do good because their team isn't that like good like all around like other teams, for example, like Philly, Boston, Miami, like teams like that. Like I knew Chicago had no chance, but obviously if they go against Milwaukee first round, they're obviously gonna lose. But I feel like
Oh
if they
yeah.
won against Toronto or something, they might have won or something like that, or maybe Philly even. But Milwaukee never.
Yeah, I think another surprising team was probably the Pelicans coming in as the eighth seed. I mean, I know they lost in the first round and they only won 2 games, but they actually played so well. Like even in the play-in tournament, like no one thought they were gonna win at all, and they come in and they put up a great fight against the Suns. I think that was really good by the Pelicans.
Yeah, no, and also another surprising team I feel like is Minnesota. Like they have a good team and they played so like really good against the Memphis. Except this one game that Carter Anthony started saying, "Oh, now it's in our house," and then they lost by like 20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. But I feel like Minnesota played really good. They got 2 games on the Memphis. You know, they played really good. But something I wasn't expecting was Denver to lose 4-1 to Golden State. I thought maybe it was gonna go to Game 6, Game 7, but I knew Golden State was gonna come on top. But I expected more games. What about you?
Yeah, you kind of expected Golden State to win at the end of the day, but not as good as they did win, not as bad as Denver lost. Like you said, it could have gone to Game 6 or Game 7, but I think 5 games is way too little for Denver to go there. And also Minnesota, they kind of had the same situation as New Orleans, where they put up a good fight, but they lost to the higher seed because that's just how it was. Um, yeah, I think that Dallas Utah round was pretty much expected. I think that Utah wasn't gonna do very good. There was like some rounds were basically like you already knew who's gonna move on, like Miami and like Philly and Dallas. You knew all those people were gonna move on to the next round.
Yeah, no, but who you think is gonna be in the finals?
I got right now. I got Heat Warriors. I say that's probably the favorable matchup. I would like to see maybe Miami versus Dallas, cause I feel like that's just an iconic finals match from like '06 and 2011. They're basically 1-1. Miami won in '06 and Dallas in 2011. That would be pretty. That would be a pretty good finals to watch.
Yeah, nah, I think same. But obviously I think Warriors are gonna come on top because the Warriors are like they're just hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
But Dallas, it would be really cool seeing them in the finals. But Miami ain't losing. That's all I know. However many games it takes, they ain't losing.
Boston doesn't have a chance. That's why I didn't even mention them in one of the finals matches because he didn't for it. You know, Boston's not gonna win. They're not gonna win any games.
For sure.
And also your predictions so far are right. You said Miami, I think Warriors. I said Memphis, but they lost because John Morant. And obviously, it's not like they would have lost in Game 7.
Well, that's been it for conference finals. It's been me and Seabass, and we out.